Okay, in this video, I'm going to be going over basically two ways that you can make running a lot easier. As you may know, running in general is just very good for you, but no one really talks about how good it is for you actually. Like, especially if you do a very intensive sport, like combat sports, for example, where you're prone to get injuries and a lot of bruises, okay? Running helps you recover much, much quicker. It improves like your blood flow. So even like when you sleep, literally when you sleep, when you're not even awake and working out, your blood flow is going to be better and you're going to be recovering a lot faster. Okay. And also you're obviously going to have a better cardio, so you'll just be able to output like more for longer as well. Generally, it's just pretty good. Okay. Now the type of running that I really, really like doing is it's just called like zone 2 cardio, which is, simply put, it's just running at a very conversational pace where you're not out of breath, but you're still kind of working. Okay, it should basically be like jogging for you, and you're doing it for at least 30 minutes. And if you're experienced, you can do it for up to an hour, 2 or 3 times a week. You can do more, but that's just a good guideline. Okay, but here we go. So now you know zone 2 cardio. I'm just going to talk about how to make it faster, or not faster, but easier, because genuinely it can be kind of boring. Okay, so number one is obviously, like, when people run, you're probably going to be listening to music. Okay, but what I've noticed, especially because I like to run a lot, I run specifically to songs or soundtracks or albums that I only play while I'm running. It sounds weird, but for example, if you only put on, if I only put on like the Rocky soundtrack only when I'm running, maybe when I'm working out as well, but only when I'm running, what that does is that when I hear the song just playing, when I kind of get myself hyped for it and it gets me into the mindset. Whereas if you kind of play it anytime you want, like let's say you're going to work, or like you're going to your, I don't know, your classes or something, and you're listening to it, then it kind of changes all of that. Okay, like you're no longer in that mindset. You're just kind of playing it whenever, when you're relaxing or something. Like, no, if you have like a playlist, a running playlist, it gets you into the mindset and makes the running much easier and makes everything flow much faster. And also it means, for this playlist, if you think it's super hype, it means that, okay, because it's really hype, then running must also be really, really good. Okay, now personally, I really like listening to the Rocky soundtrack, but I'd like to also recommend an album. It's just Paul's Boutique. Beastie Boys is very, very good. It makes me just very hyped to running and just to do like Muay Thai in general. So that's one hack already. Number two, honestly, very, very simple, and it almost seems quite childish, but it's just to eat sweets during your run. And you might think to yourself, like, hey, wouldn't you get a stitch because you're eating while you're running, which is so bad? You're usually told, you can't eat like half an hour before you run, at least wait an hour, maybe even 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours is if it's like a decent meal. But the truth is, if you eat sweets, something that's basically just sugar, it burns down in your stomach very quickly, meaning you can literally eat it during your run. Obviously, don't eat like a whole bag of Haribo during your run. You can eat like a few. Okay, I like to eat like, there's like sour Haribo gold bears that they release. I basically just eat on those if I really don't feel like running. I'll eat in those while during the run, just running around in the park, and then I'll just be taking like little nibbles. Um, yeah, that sounds childish, but if it gets the running done, it gets it done. If you don't want to, like, if you want to do it in a more natural way where you don't want to eat sweets before you run, you could also have, I think it's like a tablespoon, if you want, a tablespoon of honey. Same thing. Honey's fairly healthy, and obviously it's not like, I guess, sweets. It goes down you very quickly as well. It's also a good way to get some energy in you before the run, especially because if you're running first thing in the morning, it's just going to be quite hard because you don't have any food in you. You don't have any energy really. Now running in zone 2, it does put you into like the fat loss kind of um, mode of using energy. But if you're kind of new into it, it's quite hard still. So you should just have some honey, have anything before you run. No, not everything, and not anything, specifically sugar. Okay, don't eat a bag full of sugar, just have like honey. Super easy. You could probably have it in your cupboard, but these are literally just the two hacks. That this is what I do, and I've been consistent in running, and it makes it a lot more fun. It really does. Oh, last thing as well. This is just like a bonus tip, but running in the rain without a jacket, it sounds cool. It's just not worth it. It's so easy to get sick that way. You also become much heavier. It makes the run much harder, which, yes, you could say that's better for you, but it stresses your body too much. If you wear like it's like, so I have like a rain jacket, right? But what rain jackets actually do, right? Not only obviously does it protect you from the rain, but also keeps the heat in very well. Okay, during the summer, it can be quite dangerous. I can't lie. So just be careful about running during the rain. Okay, maybe take it a little bit easier, because if your body isn't able to cool itself down through sweat, because you're obviously like trapping it in like a sauna suit, it's really bad. Like I think I've noticed a few times where I ran in the rain and it's just like I have this like giant, almost like a garbage bag on, and I feel my heart kind of working really hard, and it's almost painful. Just don't do what I did. All right, just like during the summer, especially during the winter, it's fine because it's cold enough and your body won't be able to heat up that fast. Also, very last step as well. If you want to do running indoors, you can. Don't let other people say you shouldn't, or that it's just you wussing out. Like, it is easier to get you running in at the gym and also do your whole workout if you are low on time. It just is. In fact, I'll be running indoors and then training immediately afterwards, just because that's all the time I have right now. But yeah, those are just some tips to make running a lot easier. I hope this helps you. If it did, and you can watch more videos like this. Bye bye.